All right, we continue with all the news breaking this Friday night. Now, earlier this week, when asked about his involvement with Hunter's shady dealings, Joe, once again, he snapped at our friend and our colleague, Fox News White House correspondent Peter Doocy. Take a look.
There's this testimony now where one of your son's former business associates is claiming that you were on speakerphone a lot with them, talking business. Is that what?
Never talk business in anybody. And I knew you'd have a lousy question.
Well, why is that a lousy question?
Because it's not true.
All right, here with reaction, the co-host of the hit show The Five, our friend and great legal mind, Judge Jeanine EXPLODES, with us. Judge, great to have you. You know, I keep calling this the anatomy or the evolution of a lie. I never spoke to Hunter, my brother, or anybody about our foreign business dealings. 3 weeks ago, Devin Archer testifying and new information coming out. As we've been saying from the very beginning, the president never was in business with his son or his brother or other people. Yeah, and did he finally did have contact with all these people, but they never talked business at all. And the big one is, oh, James Comer didn't show any direct payment to Joe, so it's all okay. Joe's fine. You got to give him A for just flat out lying and creativity, but not one of those things is the same thing. They're all different lies.
They are different lies, and you have to give them credit, and I agree with you, for carrying on a lie and basically a cover-up for the last, 2 years, 2.5 years. Joe Biden has been in government for almost half a century. His wife is a school teacher. They have multi-million-dollar beach houses. They have all kinds of property, all kinds of money. He's worth $8 million. And what we're finding out now is that they've got a Justice Department that is in a position to offer a sweetheart deal to Hunter Biden. And now, all of a sudden, because the American people aren't buying it, and because the American people know it's not on the level, all of a sudden, Merrick Garland wants to appoint a special counsel because he said David Weiss now said he needs a special counsel. That is a flat-out lie, Sean, and I'll tell you why. He doesn't need a special counsel because David Weiss concluded his investigation. He's offered a plea deal to Hunter Biden that gave him immunity, that is legal protection against any prosecution in perpetuity. So if you give someone legal immunity for the rest of their lives against any prosecution, why do now, all of a sudden, you need a special counsel to investigate? And this guy, David Weiss, is the same guy who offered a plea deal that didn't pass legal muster with a federal judge who believed that this thing was beyond anything she had seen.
It shouldn't be David Weiss. You're right. He's the one. He went against his own office that recommended felony charges. He gave the sweetheart deal. He's the one guy that was identified by the whistleblowers as saying one thing to them and a very different thing in public. And by the way, if the whistleblowers who took contemporaneous notes are correct, that would mean that not only did he lie before Congress, I believe, but also that Merrick Garland lied before Congress. So Garland picks the one guy. The appointment of him is a sham to me. What do you make of the appointment of him in particular? They should have picked somebody that's independent.
They should have picked someone, number one, outside of the government. Number two, he's already indicated he's compromised. He's the one who put together a plea deal, Sean, that gave Hunter immunity for the rest of his life, but then said the investigation was continuing. Why? So that Congress, the Republican House, cannot investigate. So he puts together a plea deal a federal judge will not allow to go. And then he comes back and he says, after he said he had all the power he needed to Jim Jordan, but said in a meeting with the FBI and the IRS in October of 2022, I'm not the one making the decisions, and the U.S. attorney in D.C. is not giving me permission to prosecute in D.C. All you need to do is bring in the 7 people who were at the meeting where he said he didn't have the power and he doesn't have the ability to go forward, and we make David Weiss to be a liar.
Great analysis, Judge. Good to see you. We appreciate you being with us. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.